Hello YouTube, this is Morgan, Airspeed Prime, here at my next Steven Universe episode review. This one's going to be for Season 4, Episode 19, Tiger Philanthropist. And yeah, this was not a very good episode. I think this, to me, was definitely one of the episodes of the entire show that just had the least kind of reason to exist, really. There was no real plot of this episode. They tried to do something with Steven and Amethyst, and that, like, Steven primarily was doing wrestling because of Amethyst, and it was their thing that they did together, and she kind of just quit and didn't realize that, and then came back in the end when Steven was trying to still continue on because he had made himself into a somewhat liked character. So they tried to do something there, but it to me, it didn't have a lot of, like, emotional impact, because it didn't feel big enough. Like, Amethyst was only in, like, a couple of scenes in this episode, and none of it felt all that, like, big. Because, like, Steven and Amethyst have a really, really strong connection. Steven confused with Amethyst. That speaks to how kind of close they are. So, for an episode to kind of tackle some sort of an issue between those two, and it just be so basic and just not even an issue really by the end, to me was a kind of like frustrating thing with the episode, even that these two characters are really close. They developed their relationship really well and individually at the end of the last season, and then they follow it up here, and it's just this really, really kind of fillery episode. So there's that. I like the kind of wrestling kind of themes of the episode. That is fun to see, just to see them kind of have all these kind of wrestling kind of nods with, like, this really, like, attractive tag team coming in and winning in the end. Just the idea that, you know, you have an announcer and you have retirement announcements and, like, how much you care about the fans or not, and you had Lars acting as, like, the typical wrestling fan who kind of doesn't like what's going on but doesn't really know what they want. You know, there were some fun references on that side of things, but to me, just some, like, references to what actual wrestling fans are like and what actual wrestling is like, to me, isn't enough to make it, like, a really, really good episode, because, again, they tried to commit to some sort of an emotional arc, and I don't think they really got it all that right. You know, the animation, I think, continues to be pretty good. I liked how they showed some of the wrestling stuff, just especially I actually did like the end scene where, like, part of the frustration with Tiger and Puma was basically just that they never lost. They would either quit or always win their matches. So you have the big moment of them finally losing to kind of give the victory to another team, and it had that having the big impact on Lars. You know, that was kind of, like, cool, or, like, kind of highlighting the fact that when you do something that's different, that's unexpected in wrestling, people tend to like it. So, this episode wasn't complete, like, bad, but it's not. Wasn't the episode we needed at this point in time. We need plot, we need it quick, we need character development, and we need it quick, and this episode didn't really give us that. So I don't think there's really, like, anything else to say about the episode, because that was it. Like, I don't really have a lot to say about the whole idea of, like, Steven turning into Tiger Philanthropist at all. That was, like, fun in the sense of, like, he would win the matches and then, like, throw money at them, like, here's your pay for your bills, medical bills. That was fun, but the whole point of the episode was to create this new gimmick for Steven. But yeah, so what's coming up next? As far as we're aware, we have at least 2 more episodes announced. The next 2. The next one is called, I think, Room for Ruby, episode 20, and it is going to be, I think, next week's episode. And that we assume that has to mean they at least get 1 or maybe multiple rubies from space. So that'll be fun to see, like, which one they choose to kind of potentially join the team a bit, which one they get, and then if they encounter the other rubies, like, which ones don't want to be part of the team, be on Earth. And I think having one of the rubies kind of, like, come down on Earth and kind of be a bit more present, I think gives them more opportunity to, like, introduce the diamonds back into things and get the plot properly rolling. After that, it looks like we're getting another Line episode. It's called like Line 4. I don't remember the subtitle of it, but another Line episode seems like it's something really cool, because obviously it isn't that many episodes ago, but we did get that reveal that like Rose had like a connection to like actual Lines in the past, and then something about Rose is connected with Lion. So this could be that could be a really big episode depending on what they do with it. Those Line episodes are usually quite notable and impactful. So that'll be really cool to see when we get to that. It seems like 2021 and then like 5 more episodes to go. It seems like they're gradually getting things on track, that we're getting towards the plot with the next couple of episodes, and then it'll probably be the last 3-4 episodes that are the big kind of whatever they're doing for the finale type thing. So yeah, in the comments let me know what your thoughts were on Tiger Philanthropist. Do you agree that it just really wasn't a very good episode, or did you actually like it? As I said, for some just final thoughts, I liked some of the wrestling aspects of it, in that I liked the original Tiger Millionaire episode, even though it wasn't a plot episode. But this, to me, the attempt to bring that Amethyst Stephen plot in and it just falling flat, spoke to that it was a relatively weakly written episode, and that there wasn't a lot of content really for this episode outside of wrestling references. So that's my basic thoughts on the episode. But in the comments let me know what your thoughts were. And yeah, that's been the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.